Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to harvest the other half of our red potatoes. Today is Friday. If you've seen the last potato harvest, that was Monday, so we're about 4 days later here. And we're going to go ahead and do the rest of them. I believe they are Norland Reds. I do have a tag here. Yeah, the red Norlands. The last video was the Lesotas, red Lesotas. So we're going to, like I said, get to harvesting the other half of the red potatoes here and see if they did just as well as the Lesotas did, which, if you haven't seen the last video, in the 16 square feet, I got about 28 pounds of potatoes from that video. So I'm hoping to get about the same, but you never know. So let's get the harvest in here. So, if you didn't watch the last video, I kind of talked about when I like to harvest, or when's the right time to harvest and stuff. But if you wait till they all die off, obviously they're gonna be the biggest they can be. And also, if you give them a couple days or so, that also hardens their skin a little bit. Will kind of cure their skin, and so that's another benefit to waiting for them to die off completely. But if you saw the last video, you know I like to come out here and dig some up when I want to eat some, and that's usually after the flowering stage. After the potatoes have flowered, I'm pretty confident that you can come out here and get some potatoes about this size after they have flowered. And this is also the side that I have taken potatoes from when I've wanted to harvest some. These ones don't look as big as the Lesotas so far, but I'm fine with that. And I'm just trying to get out here, and when I can. August this year has been a very busy August for us. When I did the last potato video, we had just gotten back from a 4-night, 5-day camping trip up to Itasca State Park, which, if you live in Minnesota, you know all about Itasca. That's the headwaters of the Mississippi. Very, very nice state park. So if you have not been there and you live in Minnesota, I would recommend getting up there. These potatoes so far are on the very small side, and like I said, Itasca, very beautiful park. These potatoes I planted the same way as those red ones. Same fertilizer regimen, just once when I plant, and that has always worked out for me. If you've seen some of my, that's a nice size one. If you've seen some of my planting videos, you might see the fertilizer that I use, but it's from M.I. Gardner, Luke over at M.I. Gardner. I use Trifecta. I use his fertilizer. I have used it for a long time, and it has everything in it you need. So I don't stray from that, and I use that everywhere in the garden. And it's literally you fertilize once, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It's a very good fertilizer. There's some things, maybe like tomatoes, that when they start flowering, you could come back with a second round of fertilizer, but I tend to just do it all once. This is the corner where I kind of picked a lot of potatoes out. Some of these plants can't even tell where they are, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of digging around. These ones seem to be a little on the smaller side from the Lesotas. But I am fine with that. As long as I get, like I said in the last video, if I can get a pound per plant or a pound per square foot, to me that's good. Which this side's the same as that side. I did. So if you're doing square foot gardening, it would say do 1 potato per square foot. So that would be 16 seed potatoes in this area. And I put 20, so just barely over the 1 per square foot. And those potatoes I got just about 1.5 pounds per square foot. So I mean, it's looking decent. Like I said, I don't know, some seed potatoes I get down. Oh, I just found another one by digging. Some seed potatoes I get down a few inches. Some I'll plant them a little deeper, so it's always nice to just keep digging. Don't want to miss any. But if you do miss some, it's okay, because you'll just get a volunteer potato plant following year. And volunteer plants are always nice. Well, it's not looking horrible. Size isn't there, but there's a lot of them. And as you can probably tell, I do not hill my potatoes. I don't waste my time hilling them. That is not going to benefit you or help you get more potatoes. It's just going to keep the sun off of your potato. Like, if you get it like green, that's from the sun, which you don't want. So that's the only benefit you get from hilling your potatoes, is to keep the sun from hitting them. A lot of people will tell you that as you keep hilling them, you're going to grow more and more potatoes. And that's just not true. I'm getting a decent amount. Oh, my knees are killing me. I'm an old man. I'm going to have a lot of good little roasting red potatoes from this bed here. I also do have some pots that I planted potatoes in for the first time. I've never grown them in pots before. A lot of people do. And you can get good harvests from pots. But I'm gonna... This one was a good little area here. Them were some nice size. Anyway, we'll see what... I got a pot right here behind me, so we'll see if how the pots do for me. Like I said, I've never grown them in pots before. A lot of people, that's all they grow them in, is pots. So it's not a difficult thing to do. I don't think I'm on pace to get about 30 pounds out of this bed, or this variety, as the other ones, but I still am going to have a lot of potatoes. I'll hop around to the other side here in a minute. It is muggy out here tonight. It is so hot. Can't even tell where the plants were. They died off so much, so that's why it's good just to dig everywhere. I'm really excited to see how the white potatoes do after seeing how the reds have done. And those are Kennebec, and if you've seen my potato videos, either planting them or harvesting, you all know that the Kennebecs are my favorite. Oof, it is warm. It is so muggy out here, humid. Now this side filled this 5-gallon bucket pretty much right to the top, so we're not going to get there on this variety. There's a good little chunk of decent sized ones. Now not all varieties are the same as far as what size to expect from them. I actually think the Norlands might be on the smaller side, because if I remember correctly, they're typically the ones used for the baby reds. But still, this is a good harvest here. I am not going to complain at all. At all. Well, I'll never complain with any harvest I get from the garden. Whew. It is a toasty one. It's a good thing I waited till the sun is almost done for the night, because it was scorcher earlier, and it's still a scorcher out here. Feels like some decent ones here. Well, it's starting to add up over there, isn't it? And I won't show you weighing them, but I will weigh these, and then at the very end, we'll just put the weight up on the screen. You know, there's a lot of decent sized ones here. None of them have been as big as the few biggest ones I got on the other side, but still a lot of nice sized ones here. And so another question you may have is curing them. So you don't want to leave them. You still want to cure them to toughen up the skin on them. So you don't want to go spray them off with a hose or anything. I have a... Glasses are fogging up. I have like a little table stand that I built, and I just have it in the garage, and I just have like chicken wire covering the whole top of it, and I'll just spread all these out over the chicken wire so it gets airflow from all sides, and I don't know, I'll leave them in the garage for 2 weeks or so to toughen up the skins, and then I'll take all the bigger ones and just save them as long as I can to use for mashed potatoes or baking potatoes, whatever, and then the rest I'll just can. So you definitely want to, if you're going to use them for long-term storage, you definitely want to find a spot, cure them, get them skins tough so they won't rot out on you. There's a nice size one. Another nice size one. But most importantly, like I said, don't set them in an area where they're going to get direct sunlight or anything. You don't want to go out to your garage and all of a sudden have a bunch of green potatoes. Well, this is the last little bit here. Maybe I got a potato or two hiding over here. I think I got them all. Oh, I didn't get them all. So actually, that's not looking too bad. That actually looks about the same as the Lesotas on this side. And now we will check a pot over here. I do have another pot down there that is ready as well that we can check. But overall, that actually turned out pretty good. A lot of decent sized ones there. Alright, I found a bucket here, a tub of, this is a red potato also. This one's a white, so I'm going to give them a little more time. And we'll just see. Now you can tell these plants aren't as died off as the ones that were in the bed, but we'll see if we get anything out of here. Like I said, it's the first time planting potatoes in a pot, which I know shouldn't have any problem. I think I did 3, so there's 3 seed potatoes in here. So we'll see what we get, what you can get from 3. I would just dump it out, but I'm going to dump this out into a raised bed that I have over there that I don't have full yet. And see if I miss anything. So these might have dried out a little too much. Because that's about looking like it for what's in this pail. But I will go dump it out just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh. Well, maybe they're down there a ways. I think that's it now. So anyway, out of 3 seed potatoes, that's all I got out of there. Not horrible. Them look like the Lesotas. Little lighter skin. So anyway, I'm going to stack these up and you can see what we got here. And then I'll weigh them and we'll put the total weight at the end of the video here. Alright, so there's what we got from this 16 square feet. Like I said, we'll go weigh them up and we'll wait for the white potatoes here, probably 2 or 3 weeks it's looking like, because they're just starting to die back a little bit. Not all of them, but some of them. But I will have another video or 2 from this weekend of I got some stuff to harvest, especially onions, maybe carrots, and I have been doing harvesting and canning, but just haven't had time to do all that on video with running around, and I have a wedding to go to tomorrow, and then we're going to have another camping trip come up, so I can't show a lot of the harvesting, or I haven't been able to just of how busy I am, but I'll try to get some in tomorrow, and then for sure do the potato one. But anyway, I will put the weight up on the screen somewhere on the screen, here, maybe here, maybe right in front of my face, somewhere right now. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye. I'm going to enjoy my Dairy Queen Buster bar after this, I can tell you that much.